Ever looked up at the night and noticed that little cluster of stars?
Hmm.
Looks almost like a tiny dipper.
Yeah.
What if I told you there's this ancient Iranian story
Right.
about why one of those stars seems to be missing?
Oh, wow.
Welcome back to Iranian Things,
Yes.
episode 77.
Lucky number.
I'm Kiyomars.
And I'm Tenaz.
And like always, we are diving into the world of Iran.
The hidden world.
Yeah, the fascinating, sometimes hidden world of Iran.
Right.
Its folklore,
Mythology.
and maybe even a little bit of cryptozoology.
That's right.
So today we're taking a deep dive into the stars.
To the stars.
Specifically, a constellation known as Haft Baradaran,
Haft Baradaran.
which translates to seven brothers.
7 brothers.
Yes.
But there's a missing star.
You got it.
I'm already intrigued.
In the Fars province of southern Iran, there's a really captivating story
Interesting.
about these Haft Baradaran.
Okay.
They're also known as the Pleiades,
Ah, the Pleiades.
a star cluster. I know the Pleiades.
You can actually see it.
Yes.
Meet the naked eye.
So this story is tied to actual astronomy.
Absolutely.
I'm hooked.
Okay, great.
I'm hooked.
So the story goes
Hmm?
that there were indeed 7 brothers,
Right.
but tragedy struck
Oh.
when one of them was killed
Yeah. Oh,
by Malkoos,
cool.
the queen of death.
Oh, wow.
So the remaining 6 brothers
Mm-hmm.
decided to bury their deceased brother
Right.
and carry him westward in a coffin.
Okay, so I'm picturing this procession.
Yes.
6 brothers carrying a coffin westward.
Yes.
Is there like a formation they use?
There is a very specific formation. It's
Okay.
a striking image.
Okay.
4 brothers
Mm.
carry the coffin from below,
Yeah.
while the other 2
Yeah.
follow behind.
Got it.
And because they're heading west,
Right.
the 2 brothers at the back
Yeah.
are always facing east.
Facing east. And you mentioned that this story is linked to the Pleiades. Is there a
Yes.
connection there?
A very strong connection. This story wasn't just a tale.
Got
It was actually a navigational tool
Really?
used by ancient Iranians.
Wow.
So if you look at the Pleiades constellation,
Mm-hmm.
it has a 2-star tail
Okay.
that points eastward,
Oh, wow.
just like those 2 brothers,
Wow. That's fascinating.
eternally following the coffin.
So they used the story
Yes.
about brothers carrying a
A
coffin
very clever way
to map the stars
to navigate the night sky.
and find their direction.
Exactly.
That's incredible.
Isn't it?
Do we know like any specific instances
Well-
of how they would use this?
It's thought that they would use this
Okay.
to orient themselves while they were traveling.
Right.
Especially at night.
Yeah.
Because back then,
There were no compasses.
they didn't have compasses.
No GPS.
Exactly. And also, different constellations became prominent in the sky, depending on the season.
Oh, interesting.
So the Pleiades.
And this tale of the 7 brothers
Mm-hmm.
might have been especially useful during certain periods.
This is really interesting.
It is.
And you said that we can see the Pleiades
yes.
with our naked eye.
You
So we can look up and see what ancient Iranians
Precisely.
used for navigation
That's right.
thousands of years ago.
Thousands of years ago.
That's amazing.
That's the beauty of it.
Now, you said that the myth
Yes.
mentions only 6 brothers,
Right.
but the Pleiades cluster has many more stars.
Yes, it does.
So how do we reconcile that?
Well, the cluster contains hundreds of stars,
Okay.
but only about 6
Gotcha.
are easily visible to the naked eye,
That makes sense.
especially in
Yeah.
areas with light pollution.
Right.
So our ancestors
Yeah,
were working with what they could see.
that makes sense.
So they took this prominent star cluster
Right.
and wove this powerful story around it.
A story with practical use.
Absolutely.
And probably deeper meaning, too. A lot of symbolism there.
What do you think the deceased brother represents,
That's a great question.
like symbolically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Death is obviously a universal experience.
Right.
So perhaps he represents
Oh,
the shared human journey
interesting.
and the remaining brothers carrying him.
Right.
Our duty
Yeah.
to remember and honor.
To honor those who've passed.
Exactly.
I like that interpretation.
And quite possibly
Yeah.
what ancient Iranians might have felt, too.
Yeah.
This image of carrying the coffin westward
Yes.
could also symbolize the journey of the sun,
Okay.
which sets in the west.
Right. It undigs a new beginning.
Exactly.
So it works on multiple levels.
Multiple levels.
It's practical. It's symbolic.
It connects us to the cosmos.
It connects us to the vastness of the cosmos.
Yes.
And it makes me wonder if there are other
Oh, I'm sure.
celestial myths and stories.
Countless stories.
Woven into Iranian culture.
We'll be diving into many more throughout this podcast.
So if you're enjoying this journey
Yes.
into Iran's hidden wonders,
Please.
don't forget to subscribe.
Yes.
Leave a comment.
Give this episode a like.
We love hearing your thoughts.
We love hearing your thoughts.
And your discoveries.
Absolutely.
And for those of you who want to explore the night sky yourselves,
yes,
we've included a link to a helpful astronomy guide.
A great resource.
In the episode description.
In the episode description.
So you can find the Pleiades.
Yeah.
And see if you can spot.
See if you can spot.
The two brothers.
Pointing east.
Pointing east.
Until next time.
Until next time.
Keep looking up.
Keep looking up.
And keep exploring.
Keep exploring.
Who knows what other celestial secrets are waiting to be uncovered?
Exactly.